Hey, welcome to Boldly Polished. My name is Selena and thank you for tuning in to my favorite beauty items of 2016. The first item I want to talk about is actually my favorite moment, so it's not related to beauty, so it's more of an honorable mention, and it is when I was in Portland in November and I had woken up all of a sudden. It was 4 a.m. and my phone was on silent, so I didn't have any notifications or anything like that. I just woke up out of nowhere on my own, and when I looked at it, I had messages from my two cousins. One is Leslie, whom I share this channel with. The other one is my younger cousin who does my hair. My younger cousin was sending me messages saying, Selena, wake up, wake up. And Leslie was also saying, Sel, wake up. That was about 45 minutes before I had actually woken up, so I asked Leslie, what's going on? And she's like, I can't believe you actually woke up. She sent me a picture with a caption saying, I present to you my pee, and it was 2 positive pregnancy sticks. And I was just so happy for her because we've been waiting for her to be pregnant for a while. She was actually having some struggles, so we were absolutely thrilled. And I thought it was really strange how I woke up out of nowhere when they were telling me to, and I just think it was an intuitive thing. If you haven't already, check out her video and watch her announcement so you can tell her congratulations. The first product I want to talk about is skincare. It's by Belif, and it's a toner that's really hydrating. The consistency actually reminds me of an essence, and because it is imported by Korea, sometimes the words are lost in translation, so I think that they actually named it wrong. I think it probably is an essence because the consistency is just so thick. Let me kind of show you. I have dry skin, and ever since I started using this, I barely use moisturizer afterwards, just a couple dabs, and that's it. The next product is also by Belif. It's the Moisturizing Balm, and it's a lot thicker than the Aqua Balm, but it's very moisturizing and it absorbs really well in my skin. It doesn't give me that tacky feeling, and my skin's not dry, which seems like 2 really small things, but it's actually really rare. It's the only product that gives me those 2 achievements. Tim also uses this. He has really extreme eczema and very dry skin. The only other product that he's used that's helped him is lunar, which is about $300, and this guy is much cheaper and it seems to give him great results, and I'm really impressed by that. This Freeman's Avocado and Oatmeal mask is great for deep cleaning my skin because I'm actually really sensitive to deep cleaning masks. It actually usually reacts by turning really red and bumpy all over, but this one I just have to apply a very thin layer, and I usually use it on a day that I've worn makeup. I would just wash the Beautyblender that I had used earlier that day, and by the time I'm done that, then I would rinse off the mask, and that's all the time that I could put this on, because any longer than that, then my face will start reacting, and I end up being really clean. Leslie gave me a tip to immerse my face with cold water afterwards to shrink my pores, because I wasn't doing that before that. So I would wake up with really large pores, but they were super clean, so that's how I knew that this worked. Another mask that's great for my reactive skin is by Insolution. It's an aloe soothing mask, and it's really hydrating. It's my favorite. Obviously it's my favorite. This is my favorite beauty items of 2016 derp. But anyway, it's great for when I haven't slept a lot and my skin just feels more dehydrated because it's just lacking nutrients, because my body hadn't rested well enough, and it's just really nice and calming. Actually, when Tim has some reactions and is really red, then I usually slap this on him, and it does help with his redness and calms his skin too. Usually when you take the sheet out, there's some essence at the bottom, and this one by far out of all these sheet masks I've used has the most essence left over. I usually smother my face and neck with it, and then I put the sheet on, and it usually takes quite a while for my skin to absorb it all, and by the time I'm done, it's so soft and no longer looks like it's drained of energy. This micellar water by Bioderma is something that I've been using for many years. I didn't realize it was my favorite until 2016 because I ventured out and tried some other micellar waters, also by Bioderma, but the Sensibio and a newer one that they came out with for dehydrated skin just didn't work so well for me. I felt that it didn't remove my makeup as well, and it left a film on my skin that I didn't really like. Obviously I've used a lot of it, and I use it for 2 purposes. One, to remove my makeup, and one, to cleanse my skin in the mornings, because if I use a regular cleanser, it actually strips all the oils too much, and when my skin is too dehydrated, then it ends up reacting by breaking out, so I end up getting acne. This one keeps it nice and balanced and clean enough. I've tried other makeup removers just for removing makeup as well, and it's okay, but I love that this is multifunctional. I could use it for two things. Next, I want to talk about this deodorant. It's by Tom's. Leslie had actually recommended it to me because I was reacting really badly to one by Crystal. It had chamomile and green tea in it. I thought that the chamomile would be really calming, but I think the green tea actually irritates me. It was really bumpy, itchy, and offset my eczema. So this one really calmed my skin. It has Calendula, which is great for eczema too. I've used the original Crystal deodorant, but what I like a lot better about this is it gets rid of the stinky smells a lot better than the Crystal one. It has no artificial fragrances or preservatives, and it's cruelty-free. The last skincare item I have is a shaving cream, and Timmy, who's my boyfriend, I want you to skip through this part because I don't want you to see this. I'll give you a time cap of when I want you to tune back in. But for the rest of you, I only shave my, oh, it's leaking. I only shave one place on my body, and that's my lady parts. And obviously that's a very sensitive area. I've used so many shaving creams and most of them make me really irritated. The only one that has it is by Lush. It's called Dirty, but it's really thick and actually clogs up my shaving razor sometimes. And this one is so great. I bought it at Trader Joe's and I wasn't sure about it because I've never tried it before, and I just really need a new one though because I just need a replacement ASAP. When we had rung it in, the cashier actually said, hey, my guy friend recommended that to me. He loves it and it's great, and they were right. Hey Timmy, welcome back. The next item is safe for you to watch. It's Hair Care by AG. It's a purple shampoo that's also used by Kathy from Kitty Cat Loves Makeup. She's my purple hair partner in crime on YouTube. Check out her channel. This is a toning shampoo, and I don't usually use it when I've just dyed my hair because it can change the shade of it. But usually when it starts fading and starts looking brassy is when I start using it. If I hadn't been using this, then my hair would actually be kind of blondish brown. It's also good for dyeing blonde hair because it takes the brassy shades away. Next hair item is this oil, and I'm not going to be throwing it up like I've been doing with all these other products because it does actually leak a little bit. It's by Eva NYC. It's called the Hungry Hair Oil Treatment. Leslie actually received this from one of her subscription boxes, and she had given, I think, 2 to my little cousin, and my little cousin's the one who does my hair. She ended up giving 1 to me. So it was passed on, and I'm really grateful for it because it doesn't leave my hair oily, and it's great for my dry ends after having killed my hair with all the bleaching just to get it purple. And I've tried coconut oil, and that actually leaves it very oily afterwards. I've also tried a treatment by Bumble, and it's actually not enough, and this is just a perfect middle ground. I don't think this is sold in Canada though. They do sell it at Ulta, but you can't order it with a Canadian visa, so I'm not sure what I'm going to be using once this is out. If you have any recommendations, please let me know in the comments below. Last hair item I have is by Batiste. Obviously, I love these guys. It's the dry shampoo, and I have super greasy roots. I have really dry ends, but up here, not so much. I actually have to use these guys twice a day just to keep it at bay, and I've used many dry shampoos. I've done a video comparing them, and I've used more since then, but Batiste I still love the best because it's just easy, it's convenient, it doesn't leave any white casts behind, it doesn't leave my hair crispy, it's really lightweight, and obviously it takes the oil away, and that's the best part. If you live in Canada, do not buy these from drugstores because it's like $12.99 usually full price, and if you go to Winners though, it's $7.99. Right? No, $6.99. I don't really have a preference on which smell I like because I have a terrible sense of smell. They actually all smell the same to me. The only ones I don't like are the Volume XXL, which makes my hair feel really crispy and hard, and the other one is the brown tinting one because it just gets all over my pillow and my hands. I think I just don't use it right because someone said you're supposed to spray further away, and sometimes I even get fingerprints on my face because I just don't use it properly, but this is just a lot more convenient for me, and obviously I don't want to use the brown one anymore because my hair is purple now. On to makeup. I've got 2 favorite liquid lipsticks, the Stila Stay All Day and the Kat Von D. The Stila one, it's my favorite because of the formula. By the time I'm working on the bottom lip, the top lip already dries pretty matte, and it's pretty kiss proof. I wouldn't say it's makeup proof, but I haven't found any that's makeup proof, so let me know in the comments below if you found one that is. This is obviously a deluxe sample and I have the shade in Fiery, but my favorite shade would be the Kat Von D one. It's called Everlasting. I'm not a fan of how it applies because the tube is just so long that I don't have as good coordination. I read somewhere that this is actually BJ proof and I haven't tested that out, but it's not even kiss proof, so I don't see how that could be possible. This one is kiss proof, and because it is matte so it dries a lot more. It's not drying on my lips though, which I love. I would really like to buy this one in a full size, but in this shade. I'm not sure if that exists, but I really hope so. My favorite product for contouring is by Kat Von D. It's the Shade and Light, and what I actually did when I went to check out contouring products is I went to Sephora and I touched every single contouring powder in the store. The top 3 that I liked the feeling of was the Kat Von D, a palette by Tarte, and Hoola by Benefit. I've tried all 3. I've done a review on the Tarte one, and as for Hoola, I actually just like the shade better for bronzing, which I do use it for. This one is what I ended up liking the best out of the 3. I thought it was pretty interesting watching Leslie's favorites videos because she said that these 2 are what she uses the most, and she doesn't use these because they actually show up way too much on her skin. I'm the opposite, where I only use these 2 and I don't use these because they don't even show up on my skin. I've been looking for a good pressed powder that can get rid of all the shine on my face whenever I film, and I've been using the Makeup Forever translucent powder, but it actually creates a pretty white cast and makes me look quite ghostly compared to my body. And today I am trying to use a mix of these 2 to see if it could mattify myself a little bit without looking ghostly. So let me know how it turns out. I mostly have it under my eyes and on my forehead and a little bit on my nose. So let me know if I end up looking too pink, too yellow, or it's still pretty shiny. So let's see how that goes. The last makeup product I have is actually a concealer by Daiso. It's really creamy, it doesn't bring out any creases. It's not really good at covering my red marks or any blemishes, but it just blends really nicely. I use this under my eyes and on my forehead for a nice brightening look, which it's perfect for, but I bought it at a specific store in LA and I'm in Vancouver, so I can't get it anymore. I'm on a hunt for a new concealer. I'm currently using the NARS Radiance Creamy Radiance one, and that's only good for blemishes and redness, but it's not good for under my eyes because it does crease. I'm looking for something that can do both. I really want to use the Tarte Shape Tape, but it's not sold in Canada, so please let me know in the comments below if you have a good recommendation for something that's sold in Canada. On to makeup tools. The first thing is the Beautyblender, which so many people love, and I finally tried it out in 2016 and I have converted. I don't use it like everyone else. I don't douse it in water or anything. I actually spritz it a bunch with my chamomile water, which is my oat toner ever since I picked up the Belif. I don't use it anymore as that, so I have a lot left over. After I've balanced all the foundation onto my skin with this, then I don't get the fine lines and creases that I usually get otherwise if I were to use a brush or douse this in water. It's the only method that has minimized the fine lines for me, and I use way less product as if I were to douse this in water. The second makeup tool and the last item of this entire video that I have to talk about is a brush by Wayne Goss, and it's super soft. It's the airbrush, and apparently it's the everything brush because it can allegedly be used for anything. I use it for powdering as well as bronzing because I'm really heavy-handed and I usually have pretty harsh lines, and this does it much more gently. It blends out really nicely and makes it look more natural. Leslie had actually sent this to me as a birthday gift, so thank you so much, Leslie. That's all the items I have for you guys. I hope you had a great 2016. Let me know in the comments below what your resolutions are for 2017. I would really like to, besides looking for a nice concealer, I would like to be more involved in the YouTube community. Almost exactly 1 year ago, Leslie and I had come back onto YouTube and I was obsessed. I was watching videos and commenting pretty much every waking moment that I had, and I got to a point where I was just burnt out and I just didn't watch any videos anymore. I just pushed content out and I didn't really talk to anybody, and I started to slowly get back into it in around November, December, something like that. And for this year I would really like to get into a good, happy, balanced medium. Maybe watch about 20 videos a week, that way I could still be involved and have a regular life that's nice and balanced. Another thing I'd really like to do is talk more about geeky things, and I would actually like to focus on that by creating a new channel with Timmy, because I know that most of our viewers here are more interested in beauty content and we like to have something separate for the two audiences. The biggest struggle I'm having with that right now though is coming up with a YouTube name, so let me know in the comments below if you have any suggestions at all. I hope you liked my video about my favorite items and what I'm looking forward to in 2017. Please give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to see what else we have in store for you guys, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye!